Hey y'all, it's Zaria. Welcome back to my channel. So this week I'm going to be starting a new series called the Slim Thick series. Today I'm starting off with what I eat in a day. Here's my body for reference. And throughout the series I'm just going to show y'all how I maintain my body, what I eat, the exercises I do, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. So for breakfast, I'm going to be having some sweet potato, quote unquote, fries. Now I'm just putting them in a bowl so I can rinse them off and get any extra dirt or pieces off of them. So after rinsing them, I just patted them dry and put them in a different bowl. So here I'm using some olive oil. The seasonings I'm using are paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. The thing I really love about sweet potatoes is that you can season them different ways to make a different taste. So these seasonings are more like savory, but if you want it to be a little bit sweeter, I recommend using cinnamon sugar is my favorite. So now I'm just taking a spoon, mixing up all the seasoning and oil, making sure all the pieces are evenly coated before I put them in the air fryer. So I'm putting them in the air fryer at 380 for 10 minutes. So you open up, if you never used an air fryer before, you open it up, you put whatever you're cooking on the basket. I'm going to spread the sweet potatoes out so that they're not really on top of each other so they can get even heat. And then when I'm done spreading them out, I'm just going to close the basket and the air fryer starts automatically cooking. So while those are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my eggs. So I'm using a non-stick pan. I added a little bit of butter to it, and I'm using about 3 eggs. Season them with salt and pepper. I'm gonna whisk them up with a fork. You can do this in a separate bowl, but to save on like dishes to wash later, I just do it in the pan itself. So my sweet potatoes are done. So I'm gonna take those out and put them on a plate. And now I'm gonna use the air fryer to make my bacon. So I'm going to be cooking this at 400 for about 7 minutes. Depending on how much bacon you use, you can adjust the time. So while those are cooking, I'm gonna go move back to my eggs. Making eggs are just super simple. I just turn on medium heat, kind of spread the butter around so the eggs don't stick to the pan as much. And then, just stir them around as the medium heat as they cook. You can make any kind of eggs you like. I just prefer scrambled eggs. So after those are done, I'm going to put them on the plate with the sweet potatoes. I'm going to go check on my bacon, and it's about halfway done. So I'm going to turn all the slices over so that both sides can get even heat. So grab my tongs, just flip them all over. And close the basket again. I'm gonna let those finish cooking. So I take my bacon out. And I'm going to pat that excess grease with a paper towel. And after that, I am done. I'm gonna plate it all up. I use pretty small plates when I eat, just so I can watch my portion size so that I'm not trying to overfill a big plate. I don't mind my food touching. If you don't prefer that, then just use a bigger plate. Just mind your portion size. I think this meal, and really all my meals, kind of average about 500 calories. Perfect for me for maintaining my current weight. So now on to lunch. So I'm going to be having corn, some guacamole, some carne asada, some pico de gallo, and some black beans. So this one's gonna kind of go faster because I don't really have to cook anything. I made all this food yesterday, so I'm just gonna plate it up and reheat it. I don't really measure out my scoops. I just kind of go with what I'm feeling at the time. If I want to eat more, I'll just put more on the plate. If I'm not really feeling as hungry, I'll put less. So I think I'm averaging about 2 tablespoons for both the corn and the black beans. Like I said, I don't really measure, so I'm not really sure how much carne asada that is. I would say maybe like 2 ounces, just guesstimating. But like I said, it's just however I'm feeling at the moment. So I'm going to reheat that. So now that that's nice and hot, I'm going to add my pico de gallo. Like I said, I don't really mind my food touching. This is kind of like a burrito bowl anyway with just less stuff. So I'm just going to put it right on top of the steak and corn. Again, not really measuring out how much I'm using, just probably about a tablespoon. I really love guacamole. It's a very healthy fat. Very great for staying slim but still getting fat in your diet. So I put 2 big tablespoons. I'm not shy about guacamole, so yeah. So this is lunch. Like I said, almost like a little burrito bowl. Really colorful, trying to make sure I have protein and vegetables. Okay, so now it's time for dinner. So I have a fillet of salmon. I'm just seasoning that with salt, pepper, and paprika. So now I'm preparing to put that in the air fryer. I'm going to be using some spray olive oil to make sure the skin of the salmon doesn't stick to the basket of the air fryer. So I'm putting that in at 390 for about 8 minutes. Next, I'm going to be making my broccoli. This is just some broccoli that you can cook in the bag in the microwave just to be simple. Gotta turn it on the right side. And so just put that in for 6 minutes. While the broccoli and the salmon cook, I'm going to plate up my pasta. So I have some tortellini with some tomato sauce. So the broccoli is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it out the microwave carefully. The salmon is also ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. I'm putting the pasta in the microwave to reheat it. And while that's reheating, I'm going to place the broccoli in a bowl. I'm going to stir in some butter, some salt, and some pepper. So my pasta is done. I'm gonna grab it out the microwave, and it's time to plate everything up. So I'm not measuring. I'm just filling up about 1/4 to 1/2 of the plate with broccoli. As you can see, about 1/4 to 1/3 of the plate has the pasta. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the salmon in the remaining space. I am using a bigger plate tonight just because this wasn't something I wanted to like layer on top of. And plus I kind of wanted a bigger dinner. So I'm okay with using a bigger plate. So yeah, here is dinner. So I hope that video was very beneficial for y'all. I realized I left out really the most important thing, what you drink in a day. So I drink primarily water, no like sugary juices, not a lot of soda. Maybe the only other drink I'll have is like cold brew. So I have this bottle from Healthish. It shows me different times of the day so I can try to keep up with my water intake. You should really try to be having like about half your body weight in ounces of water per day. So yeah, just try to keep up with that. I recommend about 2 to 3 liters for beginners. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will catch y'all in my next video, and I hope you keep on watching for the rest of the Slim Thick series. Bye.